Hello, my name is David Glenn A. Cadiz, and today we'll be talking about the Greek gods and goddesses. After the end of this, you'll be able to learn more about the Greek gods and goddesses, what the people back in the day believed in, and what the cultured way and how they live. And lastly, to learn about the one of the oldest stories and the characters behind it. So let's start with the first Greek god, and the one known to be labeled as Greek god, Zeus, or by his Roman name, Juniper. He is considered the god of the sky and thunder, and he's the king of the gods, ruler of Mount Olympus, and famously for dethroning Cronus, his father. He's a symbol of thunderbolts and aegis and even the oak trees, and he's a sacred animal of an eagle. Though there's one unfortunate thing that need to know about Zeus. He is infamous for his erotic escapades. This will become a running theme about him later on. Next up, Hera or Juno. She is the queen of heaven and the goddess of marriage and birth. He's the wife and sister of Zeus, and she's a symbol of scepters and pomegranates with the sacred animal of a peacock. Though she she is known to be a jealous and vengeful type towards many of the lovers and offsprings of her husband Zeus. I mean, I can't blame her. After all, if my partner decides to cheat on me, I get angry. Next up, Poseidon or Neptune, if it's a Roman name. He is the god of sea, earthquakes, storms, and horses. He's the husband of Amphitrite, sorry if I butchered the name, and symbol of a trident, fish, and dolphin. He is, however, unfortunately as well, the most bad-tempered, moody, and the greediest of the Olympian gods. Man, for a bunch of gods, they have a lot of negativities behind them. Next up, Hades, or Pluto. He's the god of the underground and riches, though keynote here, he is the god of the underground. He is not the god of death. There's a difference. He does not control the time in which people die. He's also the husband of Persephone. He's a symbol of the Cerberus, the three-headed dog, drinking horns, and Narcissus. His realm is far below Mount Olympus, and even though you would think he would be the evil guy, he's actually pretty chill. He's actually the more altruistic in nature than most ancient Greeks. So that's nice to hear. Next up, Athena or Minerva. She is the goddess of wisdom and war, with a sacred animal of an owl, a symbol of helmets, spears, and olive trees. Daughter of Zeus, which, let me tell you this, she is born from Zeus, and she came from his forehead. Try to wrap your head around that one. She is known to be a strategic skill in warfare and is often portrayed as companion of heroes as the patron goddess of heroic endeavor. Next up, Apollo. Fun fact, his Roman name is the same thing. He is the goddess of the sun, the light, music, and prophecy, with a sacred animal of wolf and symbols of a lyre, raven, and bows and arrows. He is the son of Zeus and Titan Leto, alongside with his older twin sister Artemis. Now let's talk about Artemis, or Diana. She is the goddess of the hunt, the moon, archery, forests, and hills, with a sacred animal of deer and symbols of hunting dogs, moons, and bows and arrows as well. She is also the daughter of Zeus and Titan Leto. Now, here's a fun fact about it. Do you know why we eat cake in our birthday? Well, thank Artemis for that. Back in the day, when the birthday of Artemis starts to happen, the Greeks celebrate by creating a pastry in the shape of a circle. It's supposed to represent the moon. And for the candles, it's supposed to represent the stars in the sky, with the light of it as twinkling stars. So now you know why we eat cake in our birthday. Thanks, Artemis. Next up, Aphrodite, or Venus. She is the goddess of love, beauty, and desires, with sacred animals of a dove and symbols of a rose, doves, swans, and mirrors. She is the daughter of Zeus and Dione. Though keep her beauty in check, she has begilded all gods and men alike. And they almost started a war because of it. So Zeus decided to create a plan and make her marry Hephaestus. We'll get to Hephaestus in a moment. Next up, Hermes or Mercury, and it's a Roman name. He is the god of trade, eloquence, and the messenger of the gods, with the symbols of tortoise or a caduceus. He is known to be quick and cunning and had the ability to freely move between mortals and divine worlds. He's the son of Zeus and Maia, and the consort of Merope, Aphrodite, Diope, and Pyote. He's known to be worshipped upon by thieves and low thieves. After all, he did steal from Apollo once. Next up, Ares or Mars. He is the god of war, a sacred animal of a dog, and symbols of a chariot, vulture, boar, and flaming torch, or anything related when it comes to war. Oh, fun fact, you know the Amazons, the warrior women? Yeah, well, they were his daughters, so that's fun to know. He is the son of Zeus and Hera, and represents the violent and physical untamed aspects of war. This is the complete opposite to Athena. While Athena is all about the strategic mind and the heroicism, Ares is the representation of violence and physical untamed aspects of what war is. Up next is Hephaestus or Vulcan. He's the god of fire and metalworking, and the symbol of a hammer, anvil, tongs, and file. Of course, he's the husband of Aphrodite, and is known for his skill in the forge and creating wondrous artifacts. He's of course also the son of Zeus and Hera. Now, the reason why Zeus wants Aphrodite to marry Hephaestus is because, well, it's because he's ugly. Despite his physical and imperfection and ugliness, he was revered for his craftsmanship. Though Aphrodite is known to be taking things from his father, Zeus. And last but not least, Hestia or Vesta. She is the goddess of the earth and the domestic life. Hearth is the fireplace. It's this thing right here. It's the fireplace of a home. She is the symbol of the earth and its fire. The daughter of Cronus and Rhea, so that means she is the sister of Zeus. She's actually one of the few virgin goddesses, and described to be as a kind, forgiving, and discreet goddess with a passive, non-confrontational nature. Oh, that's sweet. Here's all the reference I found, and thank you all for listening to my report. Bye!